So now in this video we have to learn about the phase 2 of land reforms, or you can say technological and institutional reform. I hope there was no confusion in part 1 of this video. Let's continue with the part 2, or you can say phase 2 of institutional and technological reforms. So as we have discussed in the previous videos, that the first reform, or you can say first phase of the reform, was focused on land reforms, changing the land by using three major techniques. Number one was collectivization and consolidation, number two was abolition of zamindari, and number three was the collective approach, or you can say collective farming. In phase 2, as we all remember that in phase 1, because it was very slow process, the objective was not achieved by the government of India. So they have changed the complete plan, and they have come up with a new plan of changing the agriculture, and that plan was known as phase 2, and it focused on the agriculture reform. The main reason behind shifting from land reforms to agriculture reform was that the people were not taking the changes made by government very easily, because it is very human nature that nobody wants to share their property very easily. So that is why now government has a challenge to make India a food secure country, but with the small land holdings. So small land holdings, high production needed something completely changed. So that is why agriculture reforms was important, in which government was using or adapting new technologies to change the production in agriculture, or to maximize the production in agriculture. So when we talk about phase 2, there were two very important changes which occurred in the Indian agriculture scenario. Number one was the Green Revolution. So the Green Revolution was, you can say, a change in the method of cultivation that was adopted in the late 1960s. In this technique, in this scheme, in this strategy, package technology was used. Package technology was a combination of new technologies or innovative technologies, like use of high-yielding varieties of seeds, especially for the crops like wheat and rice, then use of chemical fertilizer, agrochemicals, and innovative ideas in agriculture, new techniques of farming which include mechanization. And in together, all these strategies were taken, all these technologies were used, and which made it a package technology. So because of this green revolution, use of this package technology, India became self-sufficient in the production of wheat and rice. And it completely changes the scenario of India from being a food importing country to food exporting country. Along with Green Revolution, we have another change in the food scenario of India, that was White Revolution. White Revolution, or you can say Operation Flood, started in 1970, and it was the largest dairy development program. Why? Because this program included maximum amount of people to produce milk, and it made India the largest producer of milk, surpassing USA, United States of America. So this is also known as White Revolution, because it was a great change for Indian scenario, where India was completely deficient of milk. But now, after introduction of White Revolution, India became a self-sufficient nation in milk. But as we have seen in phase 1, we have several problems with that phase. Similarly, in phase 2 also, even after the introduction of Green Revolution and White Revolution, we had some problems. So these number one problem was related to the Green Revolution. Number one problem was concentration in few selected areas. This was a very common problem of Green Revolution, that it was only limited to the states like Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP for wheat, and Andhra Pradesh and Odisha for rice. And the whole rest of the area where agriculture was practiced was completely untouched by this package technology. So there was no increase in the production. So it causes a very great drift between the poor farmer and the rich farmer. Even though India became a self-sufficient country in food production, the condition of all its farmer does not change. So the main objective was of the government of India to completely change the whole agriculture scenario, was concentrated only to some of the state where farmers were rich enough to adopt such technologies. ठीक है? And second was another important reason that this green revolution was only technologies were only related to the crop like wheat and rice. Other crops like oil seeds, pulses, or fiber crops, and other commercial crops, sugarcane, these crops were completely untouched by the technologies which was introduced by the green revolution techniques. So when government sees that this phase is also suffering from some problem, it came up with it completely discarded the land reform program of phase 1, it discarded the agriculture reform program of phase 2, and what happened, government combined both these programs, and it had initiated a very comprehensive land development program, which included points from here, steps from here, and some new steps were added to completely change the agriculture scenario. So land development program we will see in our next video or part 3 of this video for a better clearation about for better clearance and better understanding. I hope the things are clear. If you have any problem, drop your comments in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe and like.